This is the Elddis Avante 554, just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van you've got the jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. In the front locker you've got your gas bottle with your gas regulator on the bulkhead of the van. On top of the bottle you've got your on-off valve for the gas, so you've got open is on, closed is off. And the pipework that comes down into the bottle is a reverse thread gas fitment. Coming down the side of the caravan, you've got your wind down leg on either side of the front. They are just there for stabilising the caravan, they are not there for lifting the van. So you put them down to the ground, but you'd never lift the van with these at all. You've then got your heating and hot water flue. You need to remove this cover prior to using anything on gas inside of the caravan. If you try to ignite it on gas with that cover on, it won't ignite, or it could blow the cover off the side of the van. You've then got your water pump connection. Very simple to use. You've got your water pump connection that pulls out or pushes in. You lock it in place with the cap, as you can see. You then got the pickup pipe itself, that drops down inside the aqua roll, and it'll pick the water up from inside of the aqua roll, and I'll show you how to fill that once we go inside the van. Or how to fill the water system, should I say, from inside the van. You've then got your two fridge vents. They are very simply there to allow hot air out the back of the fridge unit and take some cool air in. The motor mover will demonstrate to you in person on site, and we'll also torque the wheel nuts to the correct setting prior to the caravan being taken. On the side of the van, like I said, you've got your fresh water that goes in the front, and then down the side here you've got your two grey waste pipes where the grey waste or the wastewater comes out from. This is only the shower and sink waste. It's not the toilet waste at all. So you have two bits of grey pipe that go into these larger diameter holes here, and they'll drop down inside your waste master. You've then got your toilet flush tank. You'll open this up and this will take 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. And then in the bottom, and you do need to make sure that's full, because if not the flush system won't work inside the van. Then at the bottom you've got your toilet waste cassette. So you'll pull up the orange handle and pull the cassette towards you. The neck here turns out 90 degrees so you can tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid. And on the back of the cassette you've got an orange pressure relief button, so when tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. In that cassette you'll need to put 1 litre of water and a capful of the blue fluid. Like I said, the orange button on the back, you'll press that in when you're tipping it away so it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. Essentially doesn't get any waste on you then. On the back of the van you've got your two wind down legs to stabilise the caravan while it's on site. They are only there for stabilising the van, not lifting the van. Coming down the door side of the caravan, you've got your battery box at the front of the van, and then you've got your mains power lead coming into the van, and also your motor mover power switch. You also then got your barbecue gas point here. Plug your gas point in and turn it 90 degrees to turn the gas supply on. And you've got your last wind down leg at the bottom. Going on to the inside of the caravan now, and we'll demonstrate how that works. To the left of the door, as you walk in, you've got your master power switch. You'll need to have this on for all the whether it be 12 volt or 240 mains to work. You've got your interior light on the switch on the left hand side here. You've got your awning light for the outside of the caravan, and then you've got your water pump switch on the bottom left hand side here. To fill the water system up, you're going to need to open up every tap on board the caravan onto the hot side, as we have now. I'm just going to shut that back off for now because it's already full, but you'd leave all of them taps open to fill the water system up. Once all them taps are open, you'll come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan. And underneath here, you've got the yellow drain down valve. Just down the front there on the left hand side of the picture, you'll see a yellow valve on the floor. That yellow valve is for filling up the water system and draining the water system down. Before you fill the system up, you need to make sure that it's parallel with the floor as it is at the moment. And when you want to drain the water system down, you'll open that valve up and point it towards the bottom of the seat. So, now that valve's parallel with the floor, we'll again, like I said, all the taps will be open at this point, so you'll have them all open on the hot side. And then you'll come to the control panel by the door and turn on the water pump. When the water pump's running, you'll have a little green light or a little red light that appears here to indicate the water system is working. Once the system is full, you'll have water running out of every tap continuously on board the caravan, as we have now. Once it gets to this point, we'll shut all of the taps back off, and that'll be the water system full. You can then start warming the water on board the caravan on either electric or gas. So to warm your water on electric, you're going to need to go underneath the seat on the front left hand side of the caravan, and you'll see these two switches. The top one is your main power switch for your heating, which you can leave on at all times. However, the bottom one here is the electric water heating, so you need to turn that on when the water system is full to allow the water system to warm up. If that isn't turned on, then it will not allow it to warm up. So that is a preset temperature around 35 to 40 degrees of water temperature. To warm the water system up on gas, you'd come to the control panel on the opposite side of the caravan, just here. And to operate it, you've got the gas option just here. You'd spin this dial on the outside to the flame symbol, and the green light in here indicates a pilot light. If it fails to ignite, it will come up with a red light, as it will do in a moment because the gas is currently turned off. But if it does ignite, you've got a control here on the front to control the water temperature between 30 and 70 degrees, whereas, like I said, the water temperature on the electric side is a fixed temperature. We do advise that you use the gas for when you're showering on board the caravan, or when you want to boost the water system for showering, washing up, for instance, or showering. The dial to the left of that is for your electric heating on board the caravan. So you'll need to select either 500, 1000 or 2000 watts down the side here, depending on what caravan site you're on. If you're on a site with 500 watts of power available, you'll select the 500. If you're on a site with 1000 watts, you'll select the 1000. Or if you're on a site with 2000 watts, you'll select the 2000 watts. So you spin this outer dial to the power source that you want to use. Like I said, it does depend on what site you're on, and then you'll be able to control the temperature of the heater on the dial in the centre here. The higher you go with this, the hotter the heater will be on electric. If you want to use the heater on gas, you can also do that with the control on top of the heater. You spin this dial around here between 10 and 9. Hold down the gas valve and hit the igniter. You need to have the gas valve held down at the same time, a bit like you would with your hob, for instance. You'd continue to hold down the gas valve until you have a pilot light in this window down the front of the heater. Then you'd slowly release the gas valve after 5 to 10 seconds of it being ignited, and you'll be able to control the heat on the dial on top. Turn the heater back off, you'll spin it to the off position just here. On the opposite side of the heater, you have your fan speed for your blown air heating. The dot here indicates the heat is going to come out the front of the heater. The wave symbol on the left hand side indicates blown air heating, continuous blown air heating. They'll come out the vents around the caravan. The A on the right hand side here is ambient temperature, so it'll cut in and out with the thermostat on board the van, and that is the blown air heating that it will cut in and out. Like I said, fan speed on top, dot in the centre indicates heat out the front, and then the wave symbol is continuous blown air heating. Microwave, hob, grill and oven, all work very much the same as your household appliances, no difference at all there. The only difference, actually no difference at all, the only difference being is that the hob ignites down here rather than the hob itself. To operate the fridge, again very simple to do, press the power button on the front of the fridge. You can then select the power source by using the button on the left hand side here. At the moment, as you can see, we're on mains power coming into the fridge. We use the button on the left hand side to change the power source. So we've got auto, 12 volt for when you're towing down the road. The auto mode will just select whichever power source is connected. 12 volt mode is when you're towing down the road, so you can use the fridge as a cool box. So when you arrive on site, your beers and wine are nice and cold. You've then got your button on the left hand side again where you can go to gas. If it fails to ignite on gas, it will come up with a 9 and a spanner symbol just here, and it will also flash the blue pilot light at the bottom. On mains or gas, you can control the temperature of the fridge on this button on the right hand side. To turn the fridge off, you'll press and hold the power button and it will turn the fridge off. Going into the bathroom now. You have an electric flush on the toilet which you press in to flush the toilet system. You have a red indicator light to let you know when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience, as you can see here. However, when you're removing the toilet waste cassette from underneath the caravan, it needs to be in the central position. Below the toilet, you have a grey waste handle. This grey waste handle allows you to open up the toilet waste flap, so the toilet waste goes into the cassette under the van. However, when you're not using the loo, we do advise you shut it back off, because if not, the smells from the toilet cassette will come up inside the van itself, and you will need to make sure it's shut for removing that cassette. As I said, this is an Elddis Avante. If you have any further questions on the van, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site shortly. Thank you for now. Bye bye.